Hello, Aries. The Ivy Phoenix here. Welcome back to my channel. Um, this is going to be an end of July through August reading. I feel a lot of passionate energy, um, confidence, sultry, exotic. As I was channeling to and meditating to even begin these readings, like Spirit was coming over me and just to pick out the incense, to pick out the cards, all of that, per usual. But there's really something in the air about this energy that I think is extremely personal. And I think we'll pick up more into that come August. But let's look at, July, what's kind of been happening for you, and go from there. All right. Aries, July 2019. Aries, I feel like you have been laser focused to be distracted. Yeah, I keep getting the sensation in my eyes where it's like, you've been squinting, you've been, again, laser focused. You haven't been paying attention to the bigger picture. There's one direction that you're aiming for. Three of Spring. And you haven't opened up your mind to other opportunities. The Sun here. Where'd you go? Two of Winter. Let's get two more, please. Wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Nine of Spring. Fighting the good fight, Aries. At least that's what you thought you've been doing. Okay? And there's something missing. There's something missing. Six of Autumn. Five of Autumn. Sorry about the glare. There's definitely something missing here. Reaching out to others for assistance, poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues. Interesting. The wind. I can hear it. Change in the wind, Aries. So, Three of Spring. And rain. Aries. I'm sorry, if that is not a welcomed confirmation, okay? There's something missing, and I think that Spirit is trying to come in and change your perspective. With the Three of Spring, it says plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. And I think that you may have been trying to do that, and excuse the volume of where this is coming from. I feel like you may have really been trying to aim for that, but Aries, also know yourself and what happens when you get an idea in your head and you just want to go with it, spring forward with it. But you've been distracted. It's been a distraction. I feel like you have been running from something. The Sun card also talks about plans. And I think that there are elements of this plan of yours that aren't unfolding the way that you would like. And so you have been getting this inkling like, is this really what I'm supposed to be doing? Is this really what I'm supposed to be focusing on? You may even be asking yourself embedding questions to dig a little bit deeper and understand where the dissatisfaction comes from, or what is that missing piece, right? Indecision is holding you back. I also feel as if this could be a person, place, or thing. But once you switch out something in this plan of yours, I think that it may slowly It's going to be slow. I do feel it's slow, especially with this Pentacle energy here. But I feel like it's going to start to unravel and allow for you to understand more of the direction that you're really supposed to be going in. When I saw this card, I said fighting the good fight, and you really believe that you have. I think that you've been putting your all into it, but as a cover, as a cover. You have been devoting so much time and energy into this thing, whatever it is. And for most of you, it's probably going to be around work. It may have to do with, money issues, stability. It's Cancer season, so it's definitely a possibility. Where it's about your environment. It's about what are you able to physically see that's going to symbolize success for you. And I think we've talked about this before, Aries, where you can easily keep separate, what you're aiming for and your feelings, like your true feelings about something. But I think more and more it's time for you to bridge that gap. I don't think that you're going to be able to continue forward anymore by keeping your emotions and what you think you should have in life, what you think that you deserve in life, separated. Six of Autumn is here. The good you do comes back to you, an unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely, or repaying a debt. I'm more pulled towards the good you do comes back to you. But there may be something deep seated in you, Aries, that just doesn't believe that you're good enough. Maybe not good enough to have what will truly emotionally satisfy you. And whatever it is that you're doing now, unfortunately, it is not that. So let's I feel like this is what's been whoa, okay. Change. I know y'all saw how fast that flipped. This is what has been an unfolding for you this month. I don't know necessarily if the clear cut answer, the result is showing itself yet. I think that over time it will get there. I think I may have already said this, but if you make one change, something that just does not fit in, if you make that change, I think it will become clearer what you are supposed to be doing next. Okay, let's get some more clarifiers here. Three more. Aries, July. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay. Perseverance. Again, fighting the good fight. Aries, you really have thought that you were, but I feel like you're so far gone that you it's like when you turn around to see how far you've gone, it looks the same. It doesn't necessarily look like it's been battle tested. It doesn't look like it's been enjoyable. It doesn't look like anything. It just looks, I feel like it looks like desolate land. And you just been trekking along. You've been trekking along, and now maybe there's a fork in the road where you have a decision to make. For some of you, you have a decision to make, and now that you're faced with that decision, you're thinking about how you even got to this point. You didn't see it coming, and that's part of the waking up for you, I think, Aries, is because when you're coming up to a fork in the road, you usually can start to see the split. But for you, it's like you got there, and you don't know how you got there. Okay? And that's not like you. Synchronicities. Please pay attention to the patterns that are going around you, and that's good and bad. So like I was saying, there is something that's definitely coming into view for you, that you know it's just being nature, love, partnership. Interesting. That was a freebie. I have physical activity here too. You've just been working your plan, Aries. And up until this point, I don't think that it has crossed your mind that the plan you have been working just isn't it. It's not it. There is some part of you that's missing, and I think that it's the part of you that is dying to come out. And it's fear. There's some type of fear that is not allowing for you to let it out. All of this, all of the messages here have something to do not only about plans, but about decisions, about preparing. And I think you're about to be called to do so. And perhaps some of it, perhaps some of it, one, could be you have been holding on to some type of partnership, a dream about a partnership, a dream about having certain things that involve someone else. So let's just say the house, the family, the monetary abundance, right? Having all of these things to one, either call in a relationship, to sustain a relationship, connected to a relationship. There may even be somebody in the past that you created this dream with, and you think that by seeing it through, it means something, if you know what I mean. But you got to change that viewpoint. So let's just go ahead and get into August. I would love to see how this continues for you. Okay. Let's see how it continues. And with that Sun card there, and the fact that we are about to be in Leo season in a few days, there's definitely something about that. That rain. We get the Sun again. Ten of Swords. There's also an element here. Aries, for some of you, this is all about what you are able to control. And when it comes to relationships, I know we've talked about this before, so please go back and look at, I want to say February, March, April-ish. We've had this conversation where you have this you have this habit of trying to control things, and because you can work, because you can redo, things that you can touch, things that money can buy, you can move, you can do certain things. But when it comes to relationships, you see where you have opportunities. I was going to say weaknesses, but I don't think it's that. You have opportunities to learn. You have opportunities to be vulnerable. And because you cannot control the other person, you choose to perhaps not be in them, be in relationships, and you're about to be tested in that area, Aries. For some of you at the beginning of the year, and I was talking in just this July part about there being a past relationship. We also talked about that when it came to love, 8 of Wands. Ali. We talked about this relationship where there's just been this push and pull of energy with you because you weren't able to, you know, have your way. Have it be 100% Aries way. And again, general reading, so it could totally switch spots. But you, to be happy, you have to be able to coexist, and that's not just with love at all. It's with anything around you. You know, it's an energy exchange, and if you continue to take, and expect that that's the way life goes, you're going to constantly get the short end of the stick. And there's this soul calling for you, Aries, where you have got to open your heart. You have got to stop looking at partnering in any capacity as you giving up yourself. You don't have to do that. And think of it more as you inviting something in, somebody in, energy in, so that you can elevate and that you can be helping that person elevate. Okay, we have the Prince of Pentacles here. I'm sorry. Yes, the Prince of Pentacles. Yes, 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 yes. One more, please. Like, I can feel it. I can feel it. Like, if you just held out your arms, hold them out, you know, straight out, right? And just focus here. I can see where some of you may have a breakdown because you've been so disconnected from your heart. You have Aries. And there is something that is trying to come into your life to help you with what you feel is burdensome. Okay? Eight of Pentacles. See that again. So your focus is meant to change from, you know, this work aspect, the things that you were able to have, and that may be another part of it where you just have accumulated because it has kept you warm before, right? It's allowed for you to feel as if having things was enough. And that's just, it's changing. All right, so we have the Sun again, the Ten of Swords, we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Knave of Pentacles here, and we have the Knight of, okay, yes, I said that, the Prince of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Cups. There is a love offer that's trying to come into you. And don't necessarily think that just because this offer is coming in that, you know, they may be the one or anything like that. Again, that you're giving up your life. It doesn't have to be that way. But you have got to open up. You have got to open up. And there is a blessing over this. There's a blessing. You're in this Ten of Swords mentality. You are attracting less than. Because you're so fearful of, you know, being in this atmosphere of lack and all of that, that's exactly what you're inviting into your life. So there's going to be some type of conversation. I feel like it's from somebody that you already know. For some of you, this just could be you open up yourself and new people come in, and you know, like they're really trying to be there for you. They're really trying to get your attention. They're really trying to keep your attention. But you, like, even with, look at this, oh my gosh, in all of these photos, you know, this man is doting on this female, okay? And it could be vice versa, you know, but I'm looking at what I'm seeing straight outright, okay? You know, you have somebody who, I want to say, loves your dirty draws. You know, like you can do no wrong with them. They are seeking you out. And isn't that what you want when it comes to love? You know, we all want to feel wanted. And Aries, you're going to have somebody coming in to do just that, okay? Let's get your guidance. I don't think we need more clarity on that. Let's get the guidance message, please, for August. Aries, Aries, Aries. Okay. Listen. Cueing Beyonce here. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about the exact nature of your desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. Bottom of the deck. Ground yourself. When you detach from awareness of your body and the physical world, you become ungrounded. Although it's pleasant to float heavenward, your attention and work are needed upon the earth. We're helping you balance the spiritual and material so that you can enjoy a fulfilling earthly life. You are not fulfilled, Aries. You're not fulfilled. There is something missing. There is something missing. There is something missing. And I don't know necessarily if I feel like it's this person. It's you. There is something missing in you. And once you allow for that puzzle piece, like I see like this hand just putting that puzzle piece right here in your heart. That's where I feel like it's missing. Once that is in there, good and tight, and you're walking around just saying, I'm the bomb. I'm the bomb. I got this. I can have it all. But I have to be honest with myself with what that all is. And I've got to be honest with myself. Like, I don't want to live alone. I don't want to grow old by myself. I don't want any lackluster relationships. I want to be loved. I want to give love. I want someone to understand me, welcome me, and I want to do the same. Once you start having those conversations with yourself, once you believe in that, I don't think that anything can stop you, Aries. But you have got to open up and stop hiding. That's what I got for you. Ivy Phoenix here. I will see you all soon.